Starfish is a peer-to-peer authentication and identity system that takes an opposite approach from the existing paradigm. Instead of thinking of authentication as people signing into applications, Starfish sees it as apps signing into people. So by rethinking who owns the identity and building from scratch, it opens doors to a lot of exciting opportunities not easily possible before, such as data portability. First of all, Starfish is not a scheme that relies on a server-side username password or email password database. Second, Starfish is not a scheme that relies on third-party identity providers like Facebook Connect or Google, which can be a privacy nightmare when you rely on them because they connect all the identities together. So what is Starfish? The goal is to build a completely autonomous authentication system that does not rely on any third party, so people can have all the control over their online identities and data. To achieve this, Starfish employs a decentralized authentication architecture powered by Bitcoin. Just to clarify, this does not mean you need to own Bitcoin, connect to the blockchain, or have a deep understanding of Bitcoin at all. Starfish only uses Bitcoin's cryptography to implement its identity system, which lets you derive all your identities from a single seed. So the developers and the users don't really need to know any of the details, and that's the whole point. Let's check out an example. This is a forum website powered by Starfish. To post, you first have to connect to the app by authenticating with Starfish. Let's do that. Right now, I don't have Starfish installed, so it'll send me to the download page. Click download. By the way, Starfish supports one-click install for Mac, Windows, and Linux, and is completely open source. And there's also no JS module, which means you can easily incorporate it into your own projects. Okay, let's install the app. And when you run Starfish for the first time, it generates a seed wallet automatically and asks you to encrypt it with a password. This password is never sent anywhere and only used to locally encrypt your wallet. Okay, let's go back to the app and retry connecting. As you can see, I'm instantly signed in as the Bitcoin address 1IC-SRI5G and so on. And as an app developer, you would use this Bitcoin address as the unique user ID instead of email, for example. So now I can post. One distinguishing attribute of Starfish is that it's completely portable. Your logins are not tied to your browser, it's not tied to a cloud, it works across all your browsers. So let's try with Firefox. I'm instantly signed in as the same account, and it should just work on every browser. Note that these identities are automatically generated and sandboxed per each host, giving you all the privacy you need. So what's going on behind the scenes? All this is just powered by digital signatures from the embedded Bitcoin wallet on Starfish. The web app is simply calling a JavaScript method called starfish.sign, which makes a request to the local Starfish server, which signs the message and returns the response. The response includes the signature and the identity address, which can be sent to the app server to create a cookie and so on. And we can build all kinds of sophisticated authentication schemes on top of this. So right now the version is 0.1.0 and I would say it's alpha. I'm hoping to release version 0.2.0 before the end of the year, which will freeze the core logic. So I'm hoping to get a lot of feedback as well as build some cool apps on top of Starfish together. If you have any questions, you can find me here. Thank you.